by Jon Craig. Chief Political Correspondent Theresa May has said the Rohingya crisis looks like ethnic cleansing, during a speech in which she praised Sky News' heartbreaking reports on Myanmar's brutal crackdown. In a major foreign policy address, at the Lord Mayors Banquet in the City of London, the PM pledged to deepen partnerships with countries in Asia to combat major issues. This includes tackling the problems in the region today, such as North Korea, where we have played a leading role in securing sanctions in response to the regime's outrageous proliferation of nuclear weapons, she said. Explained the Rohingya refugee crisis. Sky views democracy can't be built on Rohingya bones. Video starvation and death on the beach is paying tribute to Sky's coverage, Mrs. May said, and it includes continuing to step up our efforts to respond to the desperate plight of Rohingyas brought home to us again on our TV screens so graphically today, with heartbreaking images of young children emaciated and pleading for help. This is a major humanitarian crisis which looks like ethnic cleansing. And it is something for which the Burmese authorities and especially the military must take responsibility. Video Rohingya children beaten in refugee camps. The Prime Minister added the UK is already the largest donor in response to this crisis. And we will continue to play a leading role in bringing the international community together, working through the UN and with regional partners to do everything possible to stop this appalling and inhuman destruction of the Rohingya people. Exclusive. The depth of Rohingya crisis revealed. Sky crew harrowing plight of Rohingyas in Myanmar will stay with us. Analysis. UK shirking responsibility on Rohingya crisis. Video Rohingya trafficker £5 for each girl. The crisis affecting the Rohingya has not yet been officially termed genocide, despite the UN's human rights chief saying it seems a textbook example of ethnic cleansing. That is because the 147 nations signed up to the UN's Genocide Convention would be required to stop the violence, by force if necessary, and there is little appetite to invade Myanmar. International law expert Professor Penny Green, from Queen Mary University of London, told Sky News that calling the violence ethnic cleansing lets governments off the hook. Why is Rohingya crisis not classed as genocide? Image. More than 600,000 Rohingya Muslims have fled from Buddhist-majority Myanmar to Bangladesh since late August. Image. In desperation, refugees are building makeshift rafts to try to cross the Bangladesh-Myanmar border. Image. Young children and the elderly struggle to cope with the lack of food and water, and poor conditions. Image. A mother and father hold their 2 young children, ahead of the crossing. Image. Driven from their homes after a military crackdown, many have lost everything they own. Image. A young Rohingya boy cries as he disembarks from the crossing. Image. After the perilous raft journey, refugees continue their journey on foot. Image. A girl carries all her possessions on her head as she walks to a refugee camp. Image. A young boy peeps through a bamboo barricade at a Bangladesh refugee camp. Image. The Rohingya are regarded as illegal immigrants in Myanmar and most are stateless. Professor Green and colleague Dr. Tom McManus have been writing to the British government since 2014, supplying evidence, first that a genocide was being planned and then that it was underway in Myanmar's Rakhine state. Professor McManus told Sky News they're trying to remove the Rohingya, they're trying to destroy them as a group. If you remove the Rohingya from Rakhine state using violence, terror, murder, rape, destruction of property, that is a genocidal act. You are trying to destroy them as a people. Markfield. Rohingya face humanitarian crisis.